The story of Qaroon. Allah said, "Verily, Qaroon was of Musa's people, but he misbehaved arrogantly towards them. And we gave him of the treasures, that of which the keys would have been a burden to a body of strong men. Remember when his people said to him, 'Do not exult. Verily Allah does not like those who exult. But seek, with that wealth which Allah bestowed on you, the home of the hereafter, and do not forget your portion of lawful enjoyment in this world. And do good as Allah has been good to you, and do not seek mischief in the land. Verily Allah does not like those who are corrupt.' He said, 'This has been given to me only because of the knowledge I possess.' Did he not know that Allah had destroyed before him generations, men who were mightier than him in strength and greater in riches they had collected? Will not criminals be asked about their offenses? So he went out before his people in all his glitter. Those who desired the life of this world said, 'If only we had the like that Qaroon has been given. Verily, he is an owner of a great fortune.' But those who had been given knowledge said, 'Woe to you! The reward of Allah is better for those who believe and do righteous good deeds, and this none shall attain it except those who are steadfast.' So we caused the earth to swallow him and his dwelling place. Then he had no group or party to help him against Allah, nor was he one of those who could save themselves. And those who had desired his position the day before began to say, 'Do you not know that it is Allah who enlarges the provision and restricts it to whoever he pleases of his slaves? Had it not been that Allah was gracious to us, he could have caused the earth to swallow us up. Do you not know that the disbelievers will never be successful? That home of the hereafter, we shall assign it to those who do not seek pride on the earth, nor wish to make corruption. And the good end is for the pious.'" Amash reported from Ibn Abbas that Qaroon was the cousin of Prophet Musa. Ibn Jarir said that this was the opinion of most scholars, that Qaroon was the son of his uncle. Allah, the Exalted, mentioned the abundance of his treasures, to the extent that even the keys of those treasures could not be carried except by a group of strong men. It is said that those keys were made of skin, and were so many that 60 mules were needed to transport them. Good and sincere people had admonished him not to become arrogant. They said, "Do not exult, that is, do not have pride for what you have been given over others. Verily Allah does not like those who exult. But seek, in that Allah has given you the home of the hereafter." They advised him to put his effort and spend wealth in the path of Allah, and to obtain rewards from him in the hereafter, because that is better and everlasting. However, they also said to him, "Do not forget the portion of this life, that is, take all the enjoyment which are allowed for you in this life, and do good as Allah has been good to you." They advised that he should be good towards the less fortunate people, just like Allah was good to him. And do not seek corruption in the land. He was further advised not to be haughty towards them and not to cause corruption. If he does such a thing, then whatever he was given would be taken away. This is because, verily Allah does not like those who cause corruption. Many Quranic exegetes said that Qaroon came out displaying all the glitter and his wealth in the form of good clothes, great animals to ride upon, and many servants. Among the people were those who longed for the pleasures of this life and wished that they had the same. When some religious scholars around them heard them and what they longed for, they said, "Woe to you! The reward of Allah is better for those who believe and do righteous good deeds, and none shall attain it except the steadfast." That is, Allah's reward in the hereafter is better and everlasting. However, only those who Allah guided and made their hearts firm accept this advice. Allah said, "So we caused the earth to swallow him and his dwelling place. Then he had not any group or party to help him against Allah, nor was he one of those who could save themselves." This was the punishment that Allah gave Qaroon when he came out showing arrogance and pride over his people. Imam Bukhari reported from Ibn Umar that the Prophet Muhammad said, "When a man was walking, dragging his clothes with pride, Allah caused him to be swallowed by earth. Thus he will be sinking into the earth until the day of judgment." Imam Bukhari also reported that Ibn Abbas, and as Sadi said, Qaroon gave some money to a prostitute and asked her to say to Musa in front of everyone, "You have done with me such and such a thing." So the woman did as told. When Musa heard this, he was shaken and became fearful. He prayed to Rakas, then came to her and asked her to swear upon her claim. He also asked her why she did such a thing. She informed him that it was Qaroon who asked her to do that. She then sought forgiveness from Allah and repented to him from her sin. At that, Musa fell in prostration and invoked Allah's curse upon Qaroon. Allah revealed to him, saying, "I have ordered the earth to obey you in this matter." So Musa ordered the earth to swallow him and his house. And thus it happened, and Allah knows best. It is narrated that when Qaroon came out with all his glitter and pride, he passed by a gathering in which Musa was addressing his people. When people saw him, they turned towards Qaroon. Musa asked Qaroon what led him to do such a thing. He said, "O Musa, if you have been favored with prophethood, then I have been favored with wealth. And if you wish, we can go to a particular place, and you invoke curse upon me, and I do the same against you." So Musa and Qaroon went with their people. Musa asked him, "Will you invoke first, or should I start?" Qaroon said, "I will invoke first." When he invoked the curse, it was not accepted against Musa. Then Musa asked him, "Should I now invoke?" Qaroon said, "Yes." Musa said, "O Allah, order the earth to obey me today." Allah revealed to him that he has done so. Musa said, "O earth, take them." So the earth sank them up to their feet. Then again he said, "Take them." Then it took them up to their knees, then up to their shoulders. Then Musa said, "Bring their wealth and treasures." So the earth brought them up till they could see it. Then Musa said, gesturing with his hand, "Swallow these up." And so they were sunk into it. When the people who desired similar to what Qaroon had saw this horrific scene, they said, "Had it not been that Allah was gracious to us, he could have caused the earth to swallow us up." Do you not know that the disbelievers will never be successful? Then Allah informed that the life of the hereafter is the everlasting life which we shall assign it to those who do not seek pride on the earth, nor wish to make corruption, and the good end is for the pious. It is possible that this incident concerning Qaroon may have occurred in Egypt before they left it. Similarly, it could have even happened when they were wandering in desert. Allah mentioned Qaroon in a number of verses of the Quran, and we sent Musa with our signs and clear authority to Pharaoh, Haman, and Qaroon. But they said, a lying magician. Allah also mentioned this in Surah Al-Ankabut after the story of Od and Thamud, and Qaroon, Pharaoh, and Haman, when Musa came to them with signs, but they were arrogant on the earth. But they could not avoid our punishment. So each of them we seized for his sin. So against some we sent a rain of stones, and some we seized by the thunderous cry, and some we caused the earth to swallow, and some we drowned. And Allah would never wrong them, but they wronged themselves. Imam Ahmad reported on the authority of Abdullah ibn Omar that the Prophet Muhammad mentioned one day the excellence of the prayer. He said, "Whoever guards his prayer, it will be a light and salvation for him on the day of judgment. And whoever does not guard it, he will not have any light and salvation. And on the day of judgment, he will be raised with Qaroon, Pharaoh, Haman, and Ubay ibn Khalaf.